The Nigeria info, Sam Oracle Chinedu here. Okay, so for this, we're talking sports, but as it kind of connects with the economy, because the reaction that has trailed the move of the presidency, well, is of concern to every Nigerian, considering that money was promised. If you are not aware, our Super Falcons, that's the female team, our national team, football that is, they call the Super Falcons, over the weekend, I believe, was it Sunday? They won a record 10th WAFCON. So they are champions of Africa for the 10th time. And at this point, I feel like if Africa said, you know what, Falcons, don't be a part of that campaign, that competition anymore, they will not be wrong. They've won it so many times. I need to get the figures right. I think that competition has run for about 12 or 13 years. And it's not up to 14. I think about 12, 13. And the Falcons have won it 10 times. So you can imagine what it's like. At this point, it almost feels like it's not even a challenge anymore. I even feel like they shouldn't even celebrate it too many times. Right? They shouldn't celebrate it too much. But hey, it's an achievement. But this one was dramatic because they faced Morocco. They were 2 goals down as at the end of first half. Normally in a final, you know, it kind of is already sealed. Because even if you can't score, you defend. It's just 45 minutes to victory. Well, the Falcons said, Nigeria, they carry last. We don't roll like this. We hadn't won it 9 times before now by mistake. So they proved themselves and they came back. Scored the first, equalized the second, and won with the third goal. I'm looking for something from that. I know that the sports team, I'm sure that they put some stuff. I'm hoping that I'm playing the right sound. So let's see if this is the moment captured.
Okoronkwo against Mrichi. Okoronkwo sends her the wrong way. Nigeria right back in it. In the end, 2 quality sides emerging for today's final. Ghana finishing 3rd last night. South Africa in 4th place. Here's Okoronkwo. Still Okoronkwo with an opportunity for her second. Squares the ball. Nigeria are right back in it. Ijabi Lucy. The strength of Okoronkwo and Nigeria bag a second and have turned this game on its head. Floated up. Running onto it, they've got a third! Nigeria are about to pull off a massive turnaround. Okoronkwo's free kick swept in by the substitute. Eshajini could well deliver the title here. It's all over. Nigeria have won the Women's Cup of Nations for a 10th time. Nigeria celebrating as African champions here in Morocco. They are winners of the WAFCON 2024. 10 times now they've taken this trophy, back at the top of the pile in women's football in Africa. And what a way to do it on a glorious Saturday night here in Rabat.
Okay, so yeah, that was the moment. Right? So, again, like I said, if Africa says, Nigeria, can you just maybe chill for like 2 years? I don't think anybody will be pissed. Right? It's like Ladysmith Black Mambazo. They are a South African group made up of about 11 men. They are notable for many, many songs. But popularly, you see that opening song, if you're watching Coming to America, that first scene where it seems like there's an African song. Ooh. Yes, that's them. The opening song for Lion King as well. Yes, that's them. They are responsible for those kinds of... Those guys had won so many awards at some point, they were banned. Right? They were just too good. So, that's where the Super Falcons are. Now, my focus is not about the sporting side, because we're excited that our ladies are doing well. Thanks to that victory, our president made promises, which is kind of the culture in Nigeria. Every time a team wins, they're taken to Abuja, promises are made, usually money, houses, and honors. They usually get honors. It's kind of a trend, right? And so, our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, bestowed national honors of the Order of the Niger OON on the victorious Super Falcons. He announced the allocation of 3-bedroom apartments and cash prizes of $100,000, which is approximately 153 million naira, to each of the over 20 players. Now, the Governors Forum, which is what they also always do, announced a cash donation of 10 million naira each for the victorious Super Falcons. Now, what usually happens after this is sometimes the governors of the individual players, like if any of those players go back to visit their state, their own governor will now say, you have made us proud, you have done this, you have done that. They will now also do things, which is what happens with the men as well. Remember when Nwabali came to River State? Oh, he was welcomed. Right? Good. Now, mind you, this is not the first time it's happening. But Nigerians reacted. Why? Maybe because this time the economy is not smiling. Some commended the move of the president, while others criticized it. They said it's excessive. The money is too much. People cannot afford to this, that. Why are they giving that money? Now, the presidency should have just kept quiet. But no, they had to say something. And this was the defense of the presidency to the criticism. Presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga defended the national honors and financial reward by President Bola Tinubu to Nigeria Super Falcons following their victory at the 2024 Cup of Nations. In a post shared on his official X account, on Tuesday, Onanuga took a swipe at those critics who claimed that the reward was excessive. He drew a comparison with 150 million naira grand prize offered to the winner of the Big Brother Naija reality show. He wrote, "When you remember that MultiChoice, the organizer of BB Naija reality show, is offering the winner 150 million naira grand prize, you wonder why some Nigerians are unappreciative of President Tinubu's reward to the Super Falcons. President Tinubu has rewarded excellence, creativity, hard work, soccer artistry, and the undying Nigerian spirit." Really, Onanuga? This is the best you'll come up with? Now, I'm sure there are lots of ways to defend the president's position, right? But seriously, Big Brother was the only idea that came to mind? Now, let me tell you, Mr. Onanuga, of course, you're speaking for the presidency, why you just scored an own goal. First of all, Big Brother is a reality show organized by a private company that has private sponsors. The money given to those who win is not taxpayers' money. It's not the money of Nigerians. It is money from sponsors and the company. The people on Big Brother are not representing you or me. They are representing themselves. While the Falcons have gone to represent the country and they have made us proud, we understand. The money the president promised is coming from the coffers of the country. So when people react saying the economy is tough, you're giving them $100,000 each, it is because they know it is their money. So for the presidency to have responded and said, if Big Brother can give 150 million of whose money exactly? A private company's money? That's the comparison. That is the response. Oh, come on. We can do better. Sorry, not we. We are not involved in this. You can do better. Oh, presidency. As a matter of fact, one of the many things he would have also said is that this act of rewarding players happens in every part of the world. This one would have been better. You know, I almost want to say they should employ me as a senior special assistant on this and that, but yeah, I don't know if I want that job. If you want to employ me, just make an offer first. I would decide in the moment if I'm going to take it. It happens everywhere, not just Nigeria. Example, in 2018, France won the FIFA World Cup. What did the country do? The team was awarded the Legion d'Honneur something, I can't pronounce it, which is France's highest civilian distinction. A massive victory parade was held in Paris. They were received by their presidents, and the players each received £350,000 bonuses from the French Football Federation. You could have said that on Anuga. Say, well, France, it happened there. Well, let's leave France. In the UK, England's women's football team, Euro 2022 champions. They were celebrated with a victory parade in Trafalgar Square, London. They were received by Prime Minister Boris Johnson. He was the Prime Minister at the time. Honored at 10 Downing Street. Some players were included in the New Year's honor lists, and it had widespread media coverage. UK people, they know you give money. Don't mind them. The US women's soccer team, world champions of 2015 and 2019. They were celebrated with ticker tape parades in New York City. They met President Obama in 2015 and President Biden in 2023 for equal pay advocacy. The team received multi-million-dollar bonuses, commercial endorsements, and global brand deals. Germany 2014, the FIFA World Cup. Each player was awarded the Silver Laurel Leaf, Germany's highest sports honor. The German Chancellor Angela Merkel personally welcomed and celebrated with the team, and the players received cash rewards and other incentives from sponsors and the German Football Federation. Canada ice hockey, there are lots of examples. This is how the federal government could have responded if they wanted to respond. But no. You left all these countries. You went and selected Big Brother. How? Why? Where? To whom? As how? Now, another part of this, which you may not have not noticed, is that the money given to the players was from their football federation, not from their federal government. So it doesn't matter whether or not you support the move of the president, right? People have a right to ask these questions. In France, it was the France Football Federation that gave them that money. In Germany, it was their football federation. So it's like the NFF saying, okay, we are giving you, not the state or federal government, because the citizens will ask question. Mr. President, sir, this money you are giving to Aziza Toshola, from where to where? As how? But it has become culture in Nigeria. Now, I'm not speaking for or against, right? I'm just saying, I'm presenting the facts, because these are hard facts. There are lots of ways that this thing should have been navigated. Yes, maybe the presidency would have just given the money to NFF, and then NFF will say, okay, well, the federation has promised them extra this. All of us will laugh and shout, even though we know that behind closed doors, it was from presidency too. But at least, for the purpose of posterity, let things go well. So 2 things should have happened. 1, the presidency should not have responded. 2, as they responded, well, that response was weak. After the break, we're going to talk. Do you think that this was national honor or national wastage? And I'm concerned about how the government always has houses in Abuja to give all the players every time they win. I might need to enter football. Let me win 4-bedroom duplex in Abuja. But this is the president, telling the players about what they've won.
Crucial time, crucial victory. On behalf of the grateful nation, I hereby conferred on the players the 11-man technical team with national honor of officer of Niger. Additionally, I hereby direct the allocation of 3-bedroom apartments for each of the players and technical crew in our Renew Hope Estate. In addition, there is a cash award of the Naira equivalent of $100,000 each. To the 24 players. and the equivalent of 50,000 to the 11-man technical team. Once again, I congratulate you, and I will continue to pray for you.
All right, after the break, we answer questions. Do you think the reward to the Falcons is national pride or national waste? Stay with us. Info, Sam, Oracle, Chinedu here. We're talking football, we're talking money, the presidency, the Falcons, and everything in between. Well, the president gave or promised to give the Falcons the equivalent of $100,000 each, an apartment in what he called the Renewed Hope Estate. We believe it's in Abuja because most of the houses promises to players when they win these tournaments are in Abuja. Now, I'm asking very simple questions. Do you think that this is national honor or national waste? And what do you make of the defense of the presidency as stated by Bayo Onanuga on X? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nigeria InfoPH. You can watch, listen, and engage. It's every 2 years, and this is the 13th edition of WAFCON. Thank you very much. So if this is 13th and we've won 10, that tells you that we are doing too much. Big congratulations to our girls. They really make Nigeria proud and deserve the gifts, but I pray the federal government redeems all the promises made to them. Christian Williams from HA. I think I've heard a couple of times some old players say they've not gotten what the government promised them. And, the government is very quick to make those promises. Sam, Godwin Emefiele's confiscated housing units that you chose the 5th flat should be given. Yes, I remember. Was it the 5th flat I chose? I think I chose number 600 and something. Yes, so thank you, Clinton. Yes, I didn't even remember that estate. All right, so maybe that is now the Renewed Hope Estate. The president will just select one. So you, Aziza Toshoala, take that big one. You take this on that one. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Should be given to Super Falcons by President Bola Tinubu. Thank you, Clinton. Thank you for reminding us of that. Gift from Yanugwa. Hello, Gift. Good evening.
Good evening, Sam Chinedu Oracle.
Good evening.
God bless you.
Go ahead.
The topic. As far as I'm concerned, it is the national pride. It's the national pride. And the comparison, to me, it is not bad. Fine, it is a private sector that you talked about, which is the DD Niger. But come to think of it, if a private sector can afford such an amount in the name of what? We all understand. One of the guys that was handling this artifact will always tell you, I don't want to use the word talk down on DD Niger, but he will always come hard on that program. And the money that they are raising for the winners, which is Dayo Olushaki, will always tell you his mind concerning that program. If those guys can do that, talk less of a country called Nigeria, with what we've been facing, with players, ordinary treatment, malaria treatment, they don't want to take care of our national pride. This is our national pride as far as this country is concerned. Look at the happiness, the joy that they brought to Nigeria. Just from that 2 goals down to 3-2, everywhere was electrified.
Okay.
And somebody, just because of politics, politicians from the political parties are coming up with this. If ordinary people are saying these things, I will not even complain. Political parties always want to kick against something that is good for this country. It is a national pride. God bless Bola Tinubu, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Hello, Gift. While I get while I get the point you're making, opposing the gift from the president does not have to be political. People who speak against it must not be from political parties. The fact that you think it has to be, I think that's a problem.
No. I'm talking about, I said the people that I saw. I'm not talking about the ordinary man, people that are apolitical. I'm talking about politicians who are now kicking against this whole thing. Do you know why they are doing that? Everything is politics to them.
Okay.
Just to hit hard on the government of the day. If this man refuses to give them ordinary pure water, they will abuse him.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Daniel calls from Imogate. Hello, Daniel. Good evening.
Good evening, Samuel.
Good evening. All right. Go ahead.
They deserve more than that. That's what Chinke Daniel is saying. Nigeria is not poor. Poor countries don't even participate in such tournaments. I Google it. 1982, 83, 84, 85 to 89. We are not participating in anything sport event because they said their country we are for. They were for that time. And now it is only those that is managing our economy that makes it only for the ruling class to impoverish the ordinary Nigerians. We are not poor, so they deserve more than that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Bob calls from Biama. Hello, Bob. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
To me, quickly, what the president did, to me, it's unfair. It's like a way of trying to back the heart of Nigeria. Because football is a kind of nationalized entertainment that people like it. Creating a few and giving them an house should not redeem the governance, the governance that is in the hand. I was thinking the president is taking advantage of all that is going on in social media. The death of the former president, the criticism and everything, to try to do something. I was here that okay, there's a full hospital on all the states. Please couldn't finish it. That all the states should have their own all that are already there, like EPTH, but with a dead hospital already. But I'm here that this program is going on. That will everybody in elections.
Okay.
Now we are awarding house and money to people that went to people. It's good. But we should have do better than that.
All right.
The bribe. Let him do better.
All right. Thank you very much. Couldn't get some part of what you were saying. JJ from Rumibo. Hello, JJ. Good evening.
Yeah, Sam, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, so I think the example the presidency used, I think to me is not a welcome one because they are not even related at all. But while you are talking, in fact, check when South Africa, how much they were giving. They were giving 400,000 rand, which is like 23,300 pounds, right? And that you can now do the other calculation when it comes to Naira. And it was given through the SAFA, that's South Africa Football Association. But you also talked about passing the money through NFF, right?
Yeah.
Hello? Yes. Sam, that would be very, very, very dangerous to do that.
Why?
I remember some time ago, FIFA mistakenly transferred $229, right, into the NFF account. After 1 week, FIFA now discovered that money is not supposed to be for Nigeria. They bring the money back. Sam, till today, they never see the money.
That's the price of their mistake. Next time, they will not try it. But JJ, hold on. All other countries, right? The players got the reward from their football federation. So why?
They can get from the football store, but the president is so happy to say, look, these are our people. Let us also do something for them. But the only area I frown at for the gesture to me is a very good one. Maybe your sister not follow, my sister not follow, that's why. But to me, it's a very good gesture. But you see that house thing, this one will get signed by Barcelona. This one will get signed by this. And their families may not want to stay in Abuja. So for the house, they would have converted it to monetize it and join so that they can just go. Not be tomorrow, they say, I see the Yakini. They never give me a house with their promised 25 years ago. So me, it's not making any sense.
Okay.
But not also a bad idea to use that MFL house. Where my own are 661. Thank you very much.
Do you remember the one I chose, please? I can't remember my number.
The other was, I think, 300 now.
Okay.
300, if I'm not mistaken. Because
Okay.
this one I chose was close to
the fence.
town view.
Yes,
You stand
yes.
at the balcony.
Yes, thank you. Okay, well, I'm glad that somebody still remembers my number. Please, let's not play with it. Michael from Aba.
Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So we contribute for this. There's no one hungry for this. Oh, on the first time, my name is Mike from Abba. No one is angry. What everybody is angry is that because Nigeria is looking like, then those places, Nigeria is supposed to take responsibility of those places for their lifetime, every time. You know, it's policy. And tomorrow we will hear loaning. And then we'll go loaning. But that is why everybody can. That is what I think. We will hear loaning. And when they take this money, then we'll share.
Okay.
Then use it for go for project.
All right, Michael. Thank you very much. I didn't quite get what you said, but I think I heard a part of it. A country that needs to borrow to fund its budget, that kind of headline would raise eyebrows, right? Promising $100,000 to each of over 20 players. And for the next budget, you have to borrow again. So, yeah, I can understand. I hope that's a point you made, because that's what I think I heard. Go for loans or so. All right, I have just a few minutes on the clock. Let's see, what can I do with the time that I have? Oracle, since I was born, I have never supported giving money or house to players. For me, it's a waste of public money. It's too bad. It's national wastage, Aminu says on WhatsApp. Pastor Daibi Opuda says, how can anyone consider the financial reward given as financial waste? They deserve it. What about the public funds our politicians help themselves with? We need to reward true patriotism, Daibi says. Not only national waste, but economic waste. Country that workers are crying, protesting, asking for help. Right now, medical staff are on strike. What a show of sham, Ezekiel Isaiah says. And still on WhatsApp, Abia says, what's wrong about the gift? That is the reward of the sacrifice that the girls have made to the nation. If it would have been given to NFF to give to them, they would have stolen the money. Under Pinnick, the girls won, and NFF said they didn't believe that they could win. Why no